Hello, I'm Sean, and welcome to LiveBandsTouring.com Artist Interviews. Today we're here with a singer-songwriter from the New York area, but she also tours in the Connecticut area, Cassandra Kubinski, and her guitarist, James Adamo. Tell us a little bit more about your style of music and what it's about.
I do what we like to call acoustic rock, and it has some jazz and some blues touches to it. Some people say it has a little country, but I think that that it's acoustic rock with an emphasis on storytelling and on kind of bittersweet relationship stories.
Very cool, very cool. Who are your biggest influences and why?
Biggest influences, man. Billy Joel, number one, first and foremost. That guy was such a musical chameleon, and my parents had all his records, so growing up I listened to all of his records. And then when I started writing songs, probably I got more into the singer-songwriters who were coming up at that time, who inspired me not only to do the actual music but also to see myself in the business, like Norah Jones and John Mayer, Vanessa Carlton at that time, I think, as well. So, people like that, mostly singer-songwriters, but Dave Matthews Band, Aerosmith, bands like that as well.
Awesome. Great bands.
Yeah.
Now you've got a new album out called Hold the Sun. Tell us a little more about what's behind the name Hold the Sun and a little more about the album.
Hold the Sun. All right. Hold the Sun, we played with with a lot of names, some of which I won't share as possible names for the album. But Hold the Sun, I ended up choosing that name because, first of all, at that time in my life, I was sort of figuring out a lot of things and figuring out what actually mattered to me. And was it fame? Was it just making music? Would I be okay with being the kind of artist who had a day job and just made music on the side? Which ultimately, of course, the answer was no. But it came down to, I love the sun. I'm a Leo. If anybody's into astrology, it's my sun sign, and I am a child of summer, and I love the sun. So Hold the Sun was kind of like a embrace your passion, I guess. That sounds really cheesy. It didn't seem like that to me at the time, so it was like that, as well as it's the second to last line in the chorus of the song "Cradle the Moon," which is one of the bigger songs off the album. So. That's where that came from.
Cool. Now, you had an album out in 2005, I believe it was, called Hiding Underneath. Now, how does Hold the Sun compare to that album?
They're not, I wouldn't say that they're night and day, but first of all, Hold the Sun is a lot longer. It's a full-length album, and Hiding Underneath was an EP. Second of all, Hiding Underneath, I thought, introduced people really well to my style of piano playing and to my voice, but it was also the first album I had done totally in the studio, with professional musicians and the intention of releasing it commercially. So, it sounds great, I think, but it sounds a little more on the pop side. Hold the Sun is definitely more on the rock side, would you say? With some more jazz and that kind of influences to it. And I think that, so, as an artist, I feel like I grew from Hiding Underneath to Hold the Sun, but much more so as a songwriter. I feel like what's on Hold the Sun is the songs are more personal, they're more visual, they're just more me, and they represent a wider cross-section of who I am and what I'm about. So, lots of differences. I still love Hiding Underneath, but Hold the Sun, when people ask me, what do you do? If I were to give them one, I would definitely give them Hold the Sun.
Right on. Awesome. So I have a couple questions for James.
All right.
James, you're a pretty accomplished musician yourself. You've opened for people like the Derek Trucks Band, the Samples, Jay Giles too, right?
Yep.
With the band Dr. Pocket, right?
Right.
Now, what is it like to play in this genre with Cassandra as opposed to a jam band?
Well, jam bands, especially the one that I was in, is a lot about improvisation and rather than a focus on great songwriting. I'm not saying that for every jam band, but the one that I was in. And there is an element of improvisation with Cassandra. I mean, still get to play the occasional guitar solo. But it's right now, as far as my guitar playing, it's more about writing a good part that kind of emphasizes, not emphasizes, but just helps the Cassie's songwriting. And it's just as challenging as ripping a 5-minute solo, you know? So it's different, and I really like it because it's where I've grown as a musician, moving towards the more acoustic playing the acoustic guitar rather than the electric.
Very cool.
Although I do play electric on Hold the Sun.
Right on, right on. Now you've got a new EP out yourself. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, the EP is called Piece It Together, and it's 6 songs that I wrote, and I just finished it this July. It's all home recording, and a lot of care went into it. I'm very happy to have it out, singing and playing all the guitars on it, and there's some great musicians that back me up on that album. It's a full band, and yeah, it's out now, and I'm selling it at shows when I play with Cassandra.
Cool. Very cool. So now, Cassandra, you started performing at a very, very young age.
Yes.
You were in Annie at the Goodspeed Opera House in upstate Connecticut there. You were also in the TV show Spin City with Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, that was cool.
And the film Finding Forrester with Sean Connery. Now, do you prefer being a musical artist or film? Which do you prefer more?
They're totally different. People often ask me that question because I think in most people's minds you have to make a decision. And I feel often the pressure of making that decision one way or the other, especially more towards the beginning of a career. You know, because I did, like you mentioned, I had kind of a career going in theater, and I went to Florida State and kind of switched gears and moved to New York City to be a songwriter. So it's music for me now, you know, and the reason for that is that I'm in control of it. You know, with acting, I think, for me, in my experience, you audition and people give you parts based on what they think you're right for. With music, I book shows, I go out, I play. We have a huge, diverse crowd. You know, we've got 8-year-olds who have us sign CDs for them after the shows, and we've got, 60-year-olds who show up and say, I read about you in the paper and I'm coming, so it's really cool having that wide a cross section and knowing that even if it's 4 people in the crowd, like sometimes it, has been, that those 4 people are walking away with a piece of you and that maybe you've had a chance to influence them and no one had to give me permission to do it. No one had to cast me in the role. I just show up and hopefully be me and put on the best show that I can put on every single time out. And that really is satisfying to me now. So
Awesome. Now, tonight you guys are the featured artists for the open mic here at the Space in Hamden. You've played regular gigs here at the Space in the past.
Yeah, definitely, with multiple other great artists, mostly Connecticut-based.
Mm-hmm. And what's it like for you you're from Enfield, so what's it like for you to play for fans in your home state of Connecticut?
Oh, I love coming home. I mean, I love playing in New York, and that's, New York's been very good to me, but playing back in Connecticut, first of all, you get people who, you share the stories about, I'm from here, and people know where you're from, or they drove through there, or they have aunts and uncles there, or whatever, so that's always kind of fun. And also, there's just a different vibe. There's a lot less pressure to draw people, get them in, make them drink, particularly here at the Space because it's a non-alcoholic venue, which is great because it ends up being a real listening room. And the people who come here, whether tonight for the open mic, all the performers that will be here, or on the nights when we've just played full sets here, everybody who's here cares about the music, whether it's playing it or listening to it. And that's, you'd be surprised, I think, to know how different that is from many, music venues around the country. So it's a real treat to play here, and it's actually, it's quite an honor because I know from being in the songwriter and artist circle how in demand this place is. So we're very lucky to be here tonight.
It's a great place. It really is. This area, Connecticut, and Connecticut as a whole is really lucky to have this place. I
agree. I think it's also from what I've seen, the only kind of venue, or the only venue of its kind in this area. You know, it's all
Definitely.
ages every single night. Great seating, plenty to look at. You know, if for some reason you don't like the show that's going on, it's really, you know, a very cool space to perform in. So.
Very cool place. Yep. Now you're involved in some good causes, which is really great for an artist to be behind a good cause. Some of them are Lifebeat and Add Joy to Learning. Can you tell us more about those?
Sure. Add Joy to Learning is an organization that actually currently I believe may be a little on hiatus, but what we do is we go into the inner city schools in New York and teach the music business to the urban youths, and it's an after-school program for them to keep them out of trouble. They can opt into it. It's free for them to participate. So I've given some, you know, workshop, seminar kind of things in that vein. But Lifebeat is actually what I'm really behind now and working with now. Lifebeat is the Music Fights AIDS charity, one of them in New York. And they have a couple of different arms. The one that I work for, or that I do work for, is called Hearts and Voices, and we go into all the AIDS facilities in Manhattan and New York City and play shows for free for the patients who are there.
Awesome.
Just because they don't get a lot of visitors, and they certainly don't get a lot of music, much less live music. So we do that for them, and you can see, you know, they just really appreciate it. It's very moving to play those shows. So there's that. And actually, for anybody who might be in the New York City area, we have a show on September 19th, which is a Wednesday, at 8 p.m. at the Bitter End, which is downtown in New York, and the proceeds of that show will benefit Lifebeat. So that's Lifebeat.
Awesome. Now, if we could just get James to tell us about his MySpace and
Sure.
where we can buy his new EP. And
You can check me out on MySpace at myspace.com/Adamo James. That's ADAMO James. And you can buy the CD on cdbaby.com.
Awesome. And Cassandra, where can they get your music
And
and
for
your
me,
info?
My MySpace is myspace.com/Cassandra Kubinski. And the official website is www.ckubinski.com. That's CKUBINSKI.com. The new record, like you mentioned, is called Hold the Sun. The one from 2005 is Hiding Underneath. They're both available on iTunes, all the other digital music retailers online. My website, ckubinski.com. You can purchase them directly through Snowcap on MySpace. So they're all over the place, and buy them.
It's good stuff. All right, so that's going to conclude our interview here at livebandstour.com. I want to thank both of you for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
And be sure to stay tuned to livebandstouring.com artist interview page for more artist interviews in the future. Thanks again, Cassandra and James.
Thanks.
Me on the street, and you took me for a drink. I guess my smile was just too sweet. I guess I must have made you think. I am quick to trust, quick to love, but quickly you'll find out. Yeah, I know what you think about me. A note, and now you dial your telephone. What? You think just 'cause I wrote that for you I'm always home, and you act so confused. Baby, I'm lost in you. This angel love stories. Gray skies only hide the sun, and you know that two sides can mean twice as fine, don't you, baby? So don't expect that sense I look like innocence. It's just blanks in my loaded gun. No, no, I know what you think about me. Ooh, I'm such a goodie, I would never play you, I could never hurt you. Oh yeah, but baby, baby, what you get ain't always what you see. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, check what's hiding underneath. Oh, no, no. Check what's hiding, baby. Check what's hiding, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Check what's hiding underneath. Cool, thank you. So this is a song from Hold the Sun, featuring the background vocal talents of James Adamo. I know, you're excited. People, show your enthusiasm. He's right here. Her eyes, they shimmer clear blue, but are they as blue as mine? His smile can light a room like clouds given into sunshine. She's got both her arms around you now, and he's wrapped around me. But that glance we just shared, you and I, pure electricity. And I wonder what it's like just one night, just tracing down your body to the dawn's first light. If I placed all my wishes in those strong sleek hands, would we be gazing at each other like only lovers can, like only lovers can? No, no, only lovers can. It just don't seem practical. We're comfortable, secure. Why give that up for what if, when we both got something good for sure? It's safe and silent voices. People say we're happy, but that little laugh just betrayed you, and I know that mine betrayed me. And I wonder what it's like just one night, just tracing down your body into the dawn's first light. If I place all my wishes in those strong sleek hands, would we be gazing at each other like only lovers can, like only lovers, only lovers can. I wanna be holding on. Surely ain't the last time that my thoughts are shot too loud. We share the same bar stools, is bomb. Alright, so I'm gonna scoot back over to the piano. I figured in the spirit of open mic tonight that I would play something that's still relatively new. Maybe a couple people have heard it, but it's relatively new for me, and I'm still working out the arrangement stuff, so this is my open mic performance. Since Thank